that's probably
Yo, check this
other
out,
black
man. We got to get
actresses
real.
don't get the same treatment as their white counterparts
We got to
for
get real.
doing the same work. I got the Oscar, I got the Emmy, I got the two Tonys. I've done Broadway, I've done off Broadway, I've done TV, film, I've done all of it. I have a career that's probably comparable to Meryl Streep, Julianne Moore, Sigourney Weaver. They all came out of Yale. They came out of Juilliard. They came out of NYU. They had the same path as me. Yet I am nowhere near them. Not as far as money, not as far as job opportunities, nowhere close to it. But I have to get on that phone and people say, you're a black Meryl Streep. There is no one like you. Okay, then if there's no one like me, you think I'm that? You pay me what I'm worth. You give me what I'm worth. Enough is enough. This industry, if you let it, it'll steal your soul. In your face. Production, and when it's time for us to go to bed, you don't have any money. They play in your face. And I'm just supposed to smile and grin and bear it and just keep, like, enough is enough. This industry, if you let it, it'll steal your soul.
Man, this is a serious problem going on in the black community. Suge Knight back in the day used to always say, white people's ice is not as cold, is not colder than black people's ice. You can get ice from a white person's freezer, and I guarantee it won't be colder than the ice from a black person's freezer. But we constantly glorify the products from what we consider the master race. Back in the 70s, there was a theory that came out that said that black people wanted to be like white people. Whenever black people get to a position of influence or power, they immediately transfer their wealth and give it to the white community. They move to the suburbs. They transfer their kids from the inner city schools and they send them to private schools. So what you're doing is you're fattening up the white economy and you're leaving the black economy really, really skinny. That's why we have hoods. That's why the Arabs and the Koreans and the Chinese are extorting our hoods. I went into I wanted to go get a do-rag the other day. And in order for me to get a do-rag, I've got to give my money to the Asians. I can't go to a black store and buy a do-rag because all the beauty stores are owned by who? Koreans. So I've got to give my money to an Asian to get a black product. You know, nobody else is wearing do-rags but black people, but we got to get them for Koreans. Arabs are selling us fried chicken in the hood. All these black rappers and entertainers are wearing all of these white European foreign names on their clothing. Versace, Gucci. So proud to wear Balenciaga or Miri. These are names of white people. We're still enslaved, man. We're just on a bigger plantation. And when I went to get that do-rag, first of all, Koreans hate black people. There's been a war between the Asians and the blacks, a silent war for decades. They hate us. They hate the fact that they have to get their money from us. They hate the fact that they have to go to the hood every day to get their money. And then they run away to the suburbs with the white folks, you know what I mean? Or they'll live in these all Korean neighborhoods or whatever. But they hate the fact that they have to leave the suburbs, the comfort of the suburbs, to come to the hood to sell us Chinese food, to sell us beauty products. They hate that. So they take their anger out on us. In this particular store, and this is not unique to this store, all beauty stores are like this. They have a list of black girls who have stolen from the store, and they have pictures of them on the wall. These people are not allowed to enter the store anymore, and they have about 50 photos. Because what they do is, if a black girl gets caught stealing some weave or something like that, they'll take a photo of her and they'll put it on the wall, and it's like the wall of shame. And you don't see anybody but black people on that thing. And I'm like, you mean to tell me no other race has stolen from this store but black girls? And it's just like, as black people, we have this mentality where we feel like, hey, if it ain't white, it ain't right. We've got to support the white people. We've got to support their brands. Their movies are better. Their clothes are better. You know, and once we get out of that mentality, we can take our resources back. We spend trillions of dollars into the economy, and all that money goes to the white economy. And everybody is to blame. The drug dealers, they spend their money on foreign. They go to Saks Fifth. They buy these foreign clothes. The rich black people, they're just as guilty as the gangbanger because they remove all their resources from the hood. They get rich and they go straight to the white suburbs and give all their taxes and all of their income to the white community. So we'll never be able to build up. And it's a shame that it's going on in Hollywood. I always thought that Hollywood black people were living good. But from the hood to Hollywood, we're constantly getting exploited because we as black people think white people's ice is colder than black people's ice. Peace.